トラーとドラッグ、意外な組み合わせなんですけれどもね、ノーマン・オーラーさんという方がお書きになった第三帝国における薬物依存、ヒトラーとナチ第三帝国についてはあらゆる研究がもうし尽くされた、もうテーマはないとこう言われてきた中、いやとんでもない大テーマが残されていた。それがヒトラーおよび第三帝国でこの用いられていたドラッグ、そしてそのドラッグこそがヒトラーの戦略を支えたという部分もあるんですね。そういうお話を今日聞かせていただきます。ドイツからお越しいただきましたノーマン・オーラーさん、ジャーナリストです。ノーマンさん、よろしくお願いします。
I asked Hans Mommsen, the leading historian of National Socialism in Germany, why have historians not covered this? And he said, we historians don't know anything about drugs. We don't think that drugs could play a big role in history, even though we have evidence that drugs play a big role in all kinds of aspects. So for historians, this is a new field of research, and me as a novelist, I was the first one to actually work on this. So the blind spot of the historians was luck for me. Well, the German army, for the first time in military history, used tanks as a quick weapon to quickly invade enemy territory. This was highly controversial in the beginning because all the generals said, well, they have to stop at night, they're going to be vulnerable for attack. But because they were using methamphetamine, the tanks could go on without stopping at night. So they could go on for days and nights into enemy territory, and this completely surprised the Western allies and led to the quick victories against France in the West.
この電撃戦の成功というのは、その兵士の感覚を神経を覚醒剤によって、麻痺というか興奮させることで、長時間の作戦行動を可能にすることができた。そのために成功したと言っていいんですか？
Well, we can say that the drugs, methamphetamine, was very important for the Blitzkrieg because 35 million dosages of methamphetamine were being given out just before Germany invaded France. And the tactic against France would only work if the soldiers don't sleep at night. And it's basically impossible for a human being to stay awake for 3 days and 3 nights without sleeping. But the German soldiers on methamphetamine were able to do that. So the whole tactics, which was a very advanced tactic, only worked because of methamphetamine. Well, Otto Ranke was responsible for finding ways that make the German soldier fight better. So he was the first scientist working for the military in the world that had the idea to use a stimulant for the soldiers. He had read tests from German universities that pervitin, which was methamphetamine, made soldiers less afraid, made people less afraid, which he thought was perfect for a soldier because a soldier always has to fight his own fear when he goes into battle, and makes a soldier less sleepy. So he thought these two things are perfect for a soldier. So he made these tests in Berlin before the war started, and he found out, yes, pervitin lets you sleep less, it makes you a little bit more aggressive, you're not afraid anymore, and also it makes you just a little bit dumber. Then he thought this is absolutely perfect mix for soldiers, and that's exactly what happened, and that actually gave the German soldier an advantage over the Allied soldier.
このアンフェタミン、それからメタンフェタミンというのは今も現実の戦場で使われ続けているものなんですか？
Yes, I spoke with a drone pilot from the American Air Force who navigates a drone over Afghanistan. So he sits in America, but he uses the drone to shoot missiles. And he says before each shift, he's offered amphetamines so he can stay alert for 12 to 14 hours working his drone. And then when his shift is finished, he will get a pill that makes him go down and become sleepy again. So he can go home and relax. So the American armed forces are still using stimulants, and other armies are also using it. The German army right now is discussing whether they should use again stimulants for their army, so we still have this problem.
薬物依存が深刻化していったんですね、ヒトラーさんはね。44年7月20日のヒトラー爆殺未遂事件というのがあったと。ヒトラー頭から出血して足に大やけどを負ったというんですけれども、暗殺未遂ですね。ヒトラーはこれ以後コカインに依存するようになったっていうんですね。なぜそうなったんでしょう？
Well, we can see that drug use of Hitler goes up on July 20th. After this attack, he takes much more than before. This photo was taken right after the bomb attack. Morale came in and gave him a very strong injection of opioids. So we see actually this is the only photo that the propaganda let out where we can see Hitler in a drugged state. And Hitler, after the bomb attack, still wanted to perform every day as the dictator that takes all the decisions, but he felt very bad. He was injured, he was depressed, he was afraid that this would happen again. So we can see that he uses cocaine and the opioid on the same day, which creates an extremely strong stimulation of the nervous system, but also creates a very strong dependency. He could not live without the drugs in the weeks after the attack. So the attack by Stauffenberg actually didn't kill him, but it really turned him into a drug addict.